Sarah, volunteer and docent out here at Los Flores Ranch Park, the city of Santa Maria's Recreation and Parks Department. Today I'm going to be talking to you about elderberry trees. You will see elderberry trees all over our central coast. They grow all along the highways, on the back roads, out on the trail. They do really well in a chaparral or oak woodland community. So we're going to be talking about the various ways that Native Americans used the elderberry tree. They called the elderberry tree the tree of music because the name, the sambucus, which is the Latin name, is the same as an instrument, a samuca. Elderberry trees are deciduous, so in the winter they lose all of their leaves and they are just sticks. This would be a time when Native Americans would prune the tree to help it in the springtime. As we know, pruning trees is always helpful. So then they would use the wood that they pruned off for various things, not being people to throw things away. They would create their musical instruments, the flute and the clapper stick, which was used in ceremonial dances, and some of the wood they would use as firewood or tinder or kindling. Then in the spring, after the rains, the leaves and the flowers and the berries start coming out, and the leaves are very useful medicinally. They would mush them up and create a poultice for wounds. They would create teas and tinctures using the leaves as well. In the early summer, late spring, early summer, the tree blossoms out in flowers, and from a distance they look like very large creamy white flowers, but if you get them up close, they're actually very small clusters of flowers. These flowers can be they would use them in their food. They can be eaten. They supposedly have a clove-like flavor, but this would add flavor to their fry cakes, and they would be adding them into their porridge and things like that. The flowers later, after being pollinated, turn into these little clusters of berries that you can see. Now the berries, also super useful. In this area there is not a lot of fresh fruit growing out in the wild, and the Chumash didn't have vons, so they couldn't just run to the store. So this would be a great way for them to get fresh fruits into their diet. They also are dried so that they have the vitamins in them throughout the winter. Chumash are renowned for their basketry. They would also use the berries to dye designs into their baskets. Alright, so elderberries are part of the chaparral community, and when you're out there you will see lots of other plants. One of the main ones you'll see is right behind me, the coast live oak. These were also extremely useful and important to the native societies because in the fall this tree will drop hundreds if not thousands of acorns, which would be collected to use as food. Then also we have next to it here the coffeeberry bush, so named because of the berries on it, not because it was used like coffee. just the berries look like coffee berries. But it was useful to natives, and they did use this. The other plant we see close by, well, one we see is we see the California sagebrush here, and right below it we see the pearly everlasting. And the everlasting makes an extremely beautiful dried flower that would be used in Native American regalia for their ceremonies. Also, another plant that you will find in the chaparral is this one here. Now this is a very opportunistic plant. It's poison oak, which most people are actually allergic to, you're allergic to the leaves, the stems, and the roots, and it causes a dreadful itchy red rash, and it can be as mild as just slightly itchy to systemic, you're in the hospital. This bush, I call it opportunistic because it will grow as a bush, but as you can see it will also vine into the trees if it needs to. It will grow along the ground. So if you're out hiking, you want to be on the lookout for leaves of 3, let it be. Thank you for watching this video on elderberry bushes and their surrounding companion plants. Again, I am Sarah. I am a volunteer and docent out here at Los Flores Ranch Park with the City of Santa Maria Recreation and Parks Department.